Good afternoon, my lovelies. It is Sunday, August 22nd, 2021. The current temperature right now is 25 degrees Celsius with the humidex of 28. It's roughly around 5 p.m., give or take. Just got off work. So yes, I do work Sundays. So I am just going to do a little walk before I go home. My bangs are in my face. I'm growing out my bangs. I don't want them anymore. So we are just walking through the Common Roots Urban Farm. This is located in the west end of the city. Ooh, tomatoes. I like cherry tomatoes though. That just caught my eye. Oh. I just found some peppermint. When I was a little girl, my Grammy, she had mint in our garden in the backyard. Some lavender. So there's a little bit of like wildflowers, and then there's vegetables, some herbs. That mint was really, really good. Now, if I might be mistaken, but this looks like rosemary. I'm not much of a green thumb. You may as well say I have a black thumb, because every time I try to grow something, it dies. More lavender. I want to find like some vine tomatoes. They're pretty small, so not quite ripe. But it looks like people have been harvesting some things, and some things are just coming up. Anywho, we are, this is at the base of the 102 highway when it comes into the city. I got distracted by the farm, by the little garden. We have community gardens spread out throughout the city. So my plans for the weekend were a little bit kiboshed. It's not fun having anxiety and voices get into your head and no motivation. Or just cross this part. So I am on Bears Road. They did not have their signal light on. There's a new development going in. It was just in the wintertime they tore down the old apartment buildings that have been there since probably the 1940s. So instead of going on Joseph Howe at the beginning, I think I'm going to go down Ashburn. Joseph Howe is a bit of a busy street. It's not very interesting when you first get on it from Bears Road. Ooh, shade. So I figured today I would make a real video instead of a half-assed attempt in my living room. I think that's what pretty much started the anxiety, is just that on Friday it was raining and there was a lot of stuff to tidy up and clean in the apartment. And funny thing, I have yet to do my kitchen table. I started on other little mini projects. But my fridge is all cleaned and organized. After seeing all those takeout containers that had leftovers in them. And it wasn't takeout food. It was just, I reused them. Some of them were turning into science projects. So I cleaned, scrubbed out the fridge, organized it, and labeled it. So right there is the off-ramp from the 102 highway. They should do something down here. It looks like it's just all dirt and gravel. You can tell that people park cars over here, or vehicles. I am not used to walking underneath the highway. Not like this. So today was a busy day at work. It's about when I started today, it was about halfway through a project that I've been working on. And now I can say I'm about 3/4 finished. I just have a little bit left to do. Been doing yoga now for the past little while for my knees and taking collagen, and I'm really noticing it today. The pain has been reduced probably about 80%. So that's what I bypassed. That's where I just walked. There seems to be a lot of traffic for a Sunday supper time. But this is one of the ways to get onto the highway from here. I don't know. They say that the humidex is 27, 28. I don't know, something like that. But it feels a lot warmer. But I got the sun beaming on me on my right side. Now just over across the street there is where I picked up the chain of lake trails when I went out on that walk one Saturday afternoon. I didn't record because there really wasn't a whole lot to see. When I get a chance at the next crosswalk I'm crossing over. I have a bit of a blind crest right here, so I can't cross because I can't see until the very last minute. It's like old leaves from last fall on the ground. Just across the street is the head office for the Nova Scotia Teachers Union. So I have my backpack on my back, and I also have a tote bag with me that has my lunch bag in it and my water bottle. That's empty. I should have filled it up before I left work. So this here is the intersection of Joseph Howe and Mumford Road. This is, yeah, you're gonna stop because I'm in a crosswalk. Ooh. I should cross here. I said I was. Plus, I think the other side of the street is going to be shadier. So my assumption with the traffic, why there's a lot, it is Sunday. So maybe people who were visiting Halifax for the weekend are departing. My hand got shaky. Too much caffeine today. I had 1 cup. I shouldn't have had 2 cups the other day on Friday too. I did not sleep well that night, and I'm a 1-cup girl. What is with people and noisy mufflers? Alrighty. So I previously did this walk back in January, I want to say, when I was walking around Fairview and I came down Joseph Howe until I got to the Armdale Rotary. I still call it the Rotary. Technically now they call it a roundabout. It's still a Rotary. It's still confusion or a circle of death. There's a little cul-de-sac down there, right next to the Mount Olivet Cemetery. Creepy much? As my dad would say, it's the dead can't hurt you, it's the living that can. There are no bike lanes down here, so the few cyclists that I have seen have been using proper hand signals. Oh my goodness, that was a short light. The red light was longer. There's looking up Springvale. Oh no! Oh Jack, you're missing. Oh. You know, it was on my break at work. Somebody had posted on Instagram that in the Northwest Arm, which is where we're heading, there were a couple pilot whales swimming. It's not uncommon to see them at this time of year in the Arm. Switch hands. Now last week, I had planned on Saturday night to actually record some stuff and possibly live stream. But Kiddo and I had guest passes to the Wag-Woltic Club. It's a boating club. Has everything basically as a country club would have. But instead of a golf course, it has boats. And people dock their boats and their yachts, little private yachts there. They were doing like a barbecue for everybody, and there was bouncy castles for the littles and fireworks. But we didn't stay for fireworks. Mark and I are pretty much at the same thing. You've seen one set of fireworks, you've seen them all. So that's where we were. He ended up going swimming. They have 4 pools, and he went down on the Lido deck, which is the saltwater pool that they have. I did post photos on my Instagram last week showing him on the water slides. They only had 2 little ones and a diving board, but he enjoyed it. He had a great time. A futterbly. Just checking to make sure no cars are coming. There's a little path into the woods. It's not much of a wood or trails because it ends up going into somebody's backyard. Even I have to duck under branches, and I'm only 5'6". So yeah, so that's where we were last week. We were there for a few hours. He spent maybe about an hour or 2 in the pool. I didn't go in the pool because I had just colored my hair that day. And the salt water and chlorine would have done a really bad number on my hair. So but I enjoyed watching him sitting on a pool deck in a pool chair, hobnobbing with a 1% of Halifax. They even had a band playing. I can't remember the band's name. It was a cover band. And people were up dancing and enjoying themselves. I find this street, I'm noticing a lot of homes with rowan trees in front of them, otherwise known as mountain ash. You can tell by the berries and the shape of the leaves. Celtic superstition says that a rowan tree planted in your yard is to give you protection. I live in a place where there's lots of Celtic superstitions and legends and lore and monsters and ghosties. I'm hoping that in October I can go on a ghost tour and record it, or record parts of it. We'll see. But they always do one at Citadel Hill, and they take you all through the downtown area and point out notable buildings and addresses of where ghosty ghosts are. Oh, thank you. So this glass building here is Manulife. I knew people that worked there, and they basically had a job where they banged their head against the wall while processing insurance claims. That is one career I would never want. Insurance. I'm sure if you're really good at it, it could be lucrative, but I don't know too many people that stay in the insurance game for very long. Because they're getting headaches from banging their head against the wall. There goes the number 14 bus out to Spryfield. Oh, I can feel the breeze coming in off the northwest arm. It feels refreshing. Oh my goodness. Who do I see? I don't know if you see it. There's Kiddo across the street. Mark! Making a video! Yep. He's with his dad this weekend, so sorry if I yelled in your ear. Oopsie. He's with his dad this weekend, so he's just doing his thing, walking. This is why my child can eat everything under God's green earth and never gains the pounds, because he's always walking. I know, he didn't get that from me, obviously. But he's my cheerleader. If I tell him I'm going out, he goes, "You can do it." I know, I repeat that story a lot. I don't know where he's going, why he's down around here, but that's okay. I'm sure he'll get a text from his dad soon saying it's almost supper time. I'm not going to lie, this walk feels really good after sitting at my desk today. I mean, I did get up and walk around my workspace, like the floor that I'm on. It's just not the same. coming up to the Circle of Death, otherwise known as the Armdale Road Roundabout. Out of all the traffic circles in the city, I think with all the traffic circles in the city, this one here is the most hated. I didn't even realize I had somebody behind me. They probably thought I was talking to myself. Technically, I am, but I'm talking to you. Alrighty. Let's see if I can cross. I have to keep an eye on the lanes. Oh, thank you. You always have to look at the other lane too. Okay, this one's smooth sailing. Now this road here, St. Margaret's Bay Road, will take you out to Peggy's Cove. Ooh, I went a little too fast there. Takes you to Peggy's Cove. It's about a half an hour outside of the city. What is Peggy's Cove, you ask? Well, if you've ever seen pictures of Nova Scotia, and you see the rocks with a great big lighthouse on it with the waves crashing, that's Peggy's Cove. There are full-time residents of the small community. I do believe it's still less than 100 people that live in that community. Oh, go ahead. I'll let him go. He stopped right at the last minute. I hate this roundabout. So way over there, by the church, is where we started. But we're coming soon to my destination. Woohoo! We did it! The Circle of Death. And no, I'm not talking about buffering. Oh my word. Okay, this is when I wish I had like a way for you guys to smell this. The salt water. So the tide is out. So this is the lovely Northwest Arm. Let's see if I can zooms in. Not too far because, hey, this only goes 2 times the zoom. But there are a lot and lots of sailboats out there. It is breezy. Sorry about the wind. And way off in the distance is the Dingle Tower. That's at Sir Sanford Fleming Park. I have yet to get there to record a video. I don't know what buses go up near there, and I have to see if I can get Kiddo's dad to take us out someday. And then I would hand the camera over to Mark, and he can climb all the stairs because Bevy doesn't do heights. Bevy doesn't like those stairs that are inside the tower. They're these rickety, rockety, old wrought iron things, and you can see through them, and that just freaks me out. Now the tide, it looks like it's going to be coming in. So way out there at the mouth of this little arm is Point Pleasant Park to the left, and Purcell's Cove to the right, and then beyond that is the Atlantic Ocean. All right, my lovelies, I think I'm going to end this here, looking out at the arm. I wish you all a wonderful and beautiful day. Please hit the like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. I love it when people leave me comments. I do respond to them. Probably not within like the first 24 hours or so. Well, sometimes I do, depending on where I'm at and what I'm doing. But if I'm busy, I periodically check. And I do have links down below to my Patreon and PayPal if you so wish to support the channel. And there's also links to channel membership as well. I do want to thank my Spring Garden Road tiered Patreons, which are Michelle Gray, Dequeue, and Ozzie Johnson. Without their monthly contributions as my highest levels, I probably wouldn't be getting as much equipment as I have. So thank you so much, my lovelies. And to all my other Patreons and channel members. So with that, I am going to let you go as we are constantly looking out at the northwest. It'd be really neat if those pilot whales came up, but I don't think they'd come this far in because it's probably too shallow for them. Alright, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time. Bye!